Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, viewers, anyone who cares to tune in. Riddle me this. Y'all liberals and conservatives, we've seen plenty of videos of debates where they're just bickering, and I mean, it's fiery, right? Granted, it's very, very fiery and very, sometimes it's just, explosive. My question is, any normal person would look back at what they're saying. They would listen to it and hear what they're saying in the moment. And sometimes they'll look back throughout the footage or whatever after the debate is over and whatever and try and figure out, okay, I can improve on this, I can improve on that. And since this world is so focused on self-improvement and just, bettering yourself, health related and mental related. Well, in some forms is like, I won't get into men's mental awareness month thing that you've probably all seen the video of things. But yeah, I mean, most of us care about mental health and whatever. And this is just a general just drive towards bettering yourself, right, as a human being, and all that, okay? Why are we not trying to do that on the debate stage, right? Because I keep seeing video after video after video after video after video of liberals saying the same darn thing and the same darn arguments that are just riddled with fallacies. What I don't understand is why y'all keep coming back. And my conclusion to that, my assessment of all the data and all that crazy stuff is y'all don't hear yourself. Y'all don't listen to what you're saying because, you'll get through an argument, right? And then the conservative starts to put forward good points on, like, let's say abortion, right? You wouldn't do that to an elderly person. They need support living. They have to live on machines and whatever. And then the conservative will come back and, try and discredit the person. They won't actually answer the argument. Notice that. It always happens that way. They don't actually try and provide a logical response for the argument, right? Of, let's say, the question of abortion is, well, when does it become all right for us to, kill somebody that needs support living, right? Okay, so babies need that. They can't live on their own. Very, very early stages of pregnancy, and then you have elderly people. It's almost like the circle of life, right? Exactly. So when does it become okay? But when that point happens, when they're like, oh crap, I don't have an argument for this. They'll start bashing the person. They'll start throwing in all these other fallacies that you can clearly tell. They'll start getting all mad and violent, and not as far as fists, but like just with their words and stuff. I'm trying like, oh, so you're not inclusive. Oh, you're a bigot. They'll throw out all those trigger words, right? And I haven't done a really deep study into this, but through watching a ton of these things, I just have seen patterns. My question is, why do y'all keep doing it again? Keep coming back with the same arguments. Any normal human being, and I'll just put this as a general for the entire population of the planet, right? Like, listen to yourself, listen to what you're saying, even as you're talking, y'all. Even as you're talking, the liberals are like, they're doing this. They're talking like this. You can't hear yourself. Even in your head. So, for the general Homo sapien population on this planet, listen to your words that's coming out of your mouth. Even for me, y'all. I'm trying to think through these words as I'm doing the video. Even for me, listen to the words that are coming out of your mouth. Process them. Take your time. Don't blurt out words. Don't spew out, don't what's it called? Word vomit, right? Don't try and just blurt out a ton of words without even thinking about it. think about what you're saying, process it in real time, because that'll show, just from a visual standpoint to the audience, it'll show, okay, this person is trying to really think about what they're talking about. They're trying to process it. So they're not quick to jump and answer a question, because most of us try and, like, at least, and this is for me, I can say this for myself, is like, I want to just jump in and answer the person real quick and disregard what they have to say. But sometimes, a lot of times, if you answer them in a very slow, calculated manner, it often shows maturity. It often shows, if not always, it shows that you're not wanting to jump and always beat the person by it as far as the timing. You're more concerned about the actual thought process. You're more concerned about the actual mental, or the, what's it called? The intelligence, the measure of intelligence that you're responding with the answer, right? So you're actually thinking about that. So y'all, think about what you're saying. Take time and answer it correctly, not instantaneously, but do a little bit of mental evaluation and think about what you're saying. And I don't even know why we keep going through these arguments over and over, y'all. When did gender become an issue? Y'all, you're born with what you got. If you had surgery on stuff, it means that you were born with it, right? And interesting video I saw the other day was like, well, gay people are like, well, I was born this way, right? They're typically like, I was born this way. Okay, right? There's that argument. But then trans people are like, well, I wasn't born in the correct body or something. I wasn't born, I feel like a woman. I wasn't born. And there's a call from somebody, but I wasn't born this way. So, like, it doesn't match up, y'all. The logical fallacies that are within this entire stinking argument, you're just not seeing, right? We try and point these things out to you, and then it just, like, as far as just the people that can see, I'm not going to even call them liberals versus conservatives. The people that see the logical fallacies in these arguments, try and point them out to the people that don't. And it just goes nuclear really fast. Really, really fast. When did trying to figure out your version of reality, if it's right or wrong, when did that become when did that become wrong? When did that become racist? When did that become bigoted or just race? I just, like, what has this world become, y'all? I mean, I just don't get it. I mean, the simplest darn tactics, the simplest darn things that we have known for centuries. Everybody just, male, female, procreation. The one person goes with the one person, bada bing, bada boom. They do the little deed and they're done. But that's all being challenged now. And it obviously all stems from just lies and I might even post this. There's a video that exists of the person that really coined the idea, gender transition, or whatever the name is, gender identity, right? He coined the phrase, and it's bad, guys. I mean, if you guys don't watch it while you're eating, as I'm eating right now. Don't watch it while you're eating. Don't watch that video while you're eating, because you're gonna find that it's very very, very bad, very, like, anti humanitarian everything, right? It's up there with Hitler and stuff and the Nazis, of just mutilating people. That's where this all started from. But most people don't care to know. They think it's like racist or homophobic, as they say, of to try and point out the truth. The truth is what sets you free, y'all. So yeah, that's really this video. I'm just trying to work through these crazy facts that y'all just keep hounding on the same argument when that argument has proven to be just wrong in so many ways. And they've proven that on the debate stage many times. And you just see these arguments just fall on their faces. But the argument is being used over and over again. That's what I don't understand. So y'all just think about it. Just don't word vomit. Don't just spew words out without thinking, because you'll look very stupid, and a lot of people look stupid on these stages. The only truth out there, the truth that everything else has existed from is Christ, right? That moment, the cross, that is when everything, from then on, your life has purpose after that. And I won't get into that. That's a whole separate video. But just think. Can we just think again, y'all? Can society just think for a gosh darn second? When did that become racist? I don't know. We'll see y'all later. Thanks for watching.